Good morning, Old Acre fans. Been a while. It's been kind of a rough fall, and I didn't do much of corn shelling, or any really. But we've had some issues. I'll get into that for the next video. I'll do one after this, but to show what we're working on in the shop. Got a big project in there. Chisel plowing the day before it rains again. I waited, we did some chisel plowing and it was almost too dry. Well, it was too dry. And I was waiting for a little rain and we finally got a ½ inch. So we got 3/10 last week and then we got another ½ inch. So it's finally, the chisel plow was working better. It was so dry it was hardly going to ground. And I mean, you want it dry to chisel plow, but it was ridiculously dry. It didn't rain it really didn't rain all harvest. I think we got 3/10 the whole harvest, maybe 3 or 4/10, which was nice. We never had to stop. The only time we stopped was when my corn head broke. We tried to shell corn and then it was my fault, and then it rained for a week, so we had time to fix the corn head. Then we started cutting beans and never stopped. But I'm chisel plowing this. This will probably be my last field. With the T8. I try to get some video outside, but I don't have my tripod. But I'll show what I'm doing. See, I'm using the GPS. I had to fix my chisel plow. It was leaking. Had the cylinder leaking. I fixed that. But pick it up on the end here. Pick it up on the end, and then I use the joystick here. I'm getting really like this tractor. As long as I don't have any more issues with it. I had Austin was chisel plowing with it, and it just stopped on him. And I was getting a fault, neutral solenoid fault. So just one thing after another. I'll just tell you, we're working on the semi. My Freightliner, the engine started getting water in the oil. I took it somewhere and they didn't diagnose it correctly, and we decided to diagnose it ourselves. Ended up being we pressure tested it. Well, I didn't really have to because it was leaking so bad. Took the oil pan off and it was leaking out a number 5 cylinder. So we pulled apart. When I get back to the shop, I'll show you what we're doing. We decided to do it ourselves just because it's winter time and we ain't got much else to do. We thought we could handle it. So far, it's going okay. We had to make our own tools to get the liners out, but the O-rings were all bad. Two of the cylinders were bad, so ordered a new in-frame overall kit, and it should be here this week. Start putting it back together, hopefully. We gotta check some stuff first before we put it back together. But the chisel plowing is doing a lot better job. I put some new points on and reversed a few of them, and it's going in really nice now. Some spots I didn't think it was going in. You'd have to it just wouldn't go in. It was so damn hard. It wouldn't be consistent. It'd go in deep some spots, but yeah. We're talking about rain tomorrow, so I wanted to get this done this morning. It finally cooled off down to 40s. Well, that's what we're up to. I like to get some video outside, but I don't know how. I just don't have the time to screw around with that stuff. But hope everybody else is doing okay. We're doing okay, just a lot of breakdowns. But the combine had no trouble, really all fall. Except for I had one bear go out on the Heimer pulling, which wasn't major. Just little stuff will eat you to death. The truck's a major one. So if I would have took it somewhere, I'm saying that we're talking a minimum of 10 grand. It'd be more like, it could be up from 10 to 25 grand to overhaul that engine. And I bought this kit from the dealer, one of the truck shop in town, for $2,800 bucks. Full in-frame overhaul kit, I think, was supposed to be. And the head's okay. I don't think I'm going to do much with that. I mean, the truck ran fine. There wasn't nothing wrong with it. I mean, that truck don't smoke or use any oil, or it starts real easy. So there ain't like issues with it other than it was getting water in the oil. Even the cylinder liners look fine. There's a little bit of pitting starting, like from electrolysis, like they talk about, but it ain't bad. I mean, I was tempted to put new O-rings in and put it back together, but I don't know. By the time you do that and buy a gasket set, you're gonna have $1,000 in it. So you might as well just buy the kit, have everything, and re-sleeve it. That way you got all new sleeves, no pitting at all, and new pistons and rings. But there's nothing wrong with the pistons or the rings. But that's just what you do. Never would overhaul it if it wouldn't have this trouble. So it should be a new engine almost when we're done. I mean, the bearings and everything look like brand new. The rod bearings we took off, look, no scarring or scoring or anything. We get new rod bearings with the kit, so we'll put them in. So we're just working on this chisel blown today, so I thought I'll get back to the shop, I'll show you what we're doing.